Okay, I'm recording now. Tell me about the NMW set.
Um, I don't know. I feel like I finally internalized changing my timings a lot more. So I just kind of naturally leveled up once or twice. And I mean, I felt like I hit hard and just at the end it was just like I don't know, I hit less hard at the end.
Hmm.
You'll see.
Do you think combos were the only thing
No,
that
I
went
think
wrong?
combos were actually good in this set.
Hmm.
Um I'm sure there's some stuff in neutral in the last game that he changed a little bit. Like he started catching on to me playing super in zone one and started like mixing Nair one and Nair two in to stuff me out.
Hmm.
Uh that's the real adaptation I think he made game five. But I'll point it out as it shows up.
Okay. Are those all your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I no, I mean it felt like once I took a game, all of the rest of the games were super. Like I could just win.
Hmm. That makes sense.
That's definitely been a barrier for me. So I'm trying to just recreate like this level of gameplay and continue to do so.
Okay. Let me turn on the stream.
Perfect. So yeah, I think in this set I was really committed to playing the up air game plan more than I have been in the past, and it worked out very well for me.
Hmm.
Where I would instead of just Nair and neutral, like mostly Nair and neutral, it would be like if I wanted like a juicy opening, I would be looking for up air strength rather than Nair strength.
Hmm. I think up air. Yeah, I think that sounds good. One second. Uh, okay.
This drop down laser I heard about in a fiction lesson where it's like you shoot one laser to make them be like or make them feel the obligated to be the one to approach,
Hmm.
and then you don't do it again.
Yeah, I mean, I think drop through laser is fine. I drop through laser like every time
Yeah,
on
well,
game
it's
start.
just because then it means that the first opening isn't necessarily not a conversion, right?
In what
Because like he
sense?
can get out at zero. Falcon has like ways to get out at zero.
Well, up
Versus,
at zero, up smash doesn't knock down, but
yeah,
otherwise everything else
God,
is the
it's
exact
just
same
up
as not
smash.
zero.
Okay,
Yeah. But I mean, I don't have any thoughts on the drop through laser. Well, I do,
okay,
but it's not about the drop through laser specifically. It's more the fact that you missed the shield drop on game start and then still drop through laser, and that time loss actually mattered. Because
yeah, it's
normally, what would
bad. Yeah,
happen is if you're able to like drop through instantly, you'd be dashing back already,
actionable.
and then
Yeah,
you just hit this knee because this is a pretty
yeah.
bad knee.
I get
But
lucky here though. I get to see I CC a weak knee. I guess is what happens. Yep.
yeah, I mean, it's fun. I just
Yeah.
it's
I
more
also can't do that wave shine up smash at zero if because the good Falcons are gonna ASDI tech down, right?
yeah. Up
Okay.
smash stops being SC
Wave
attackable
shine.
until I think it's 18%.
So am I supposed to grab?
Yeah,
Okay.
you either grab. and then up throw if you're in the middle of the stage like you are now, or keep wave shining and then forward throw in the corner.
Okay. Yeah, right. Like
Which,
you said, I gotta throw them off when you can.
yeah, throwing
The
off
other
is
thing I
good.
gotta think about more about is wave shine down smash is good when you have when you think they're SDIing out, right? Like not
I
like I would
prefer.
never wave shine down smash here, right?
Oh
But
yeah,
like
yeah. I prefer doing wave shine forward smash because
forward smash,
down
interesting.
smash it's tighter than down smash obviously because it's slower,
Right.
but wave shine down smash has the issue where if they also tech it, you can't actually get like another good hit afterward. Like you can shine,
Right.
and I'm not sure about jab, but I know for a
But
fact that you
like
can
those are both
shine.
like unpredictable situations.
It's more that they're just
Yeah.
undesirable.
Yeah.
Okay, shining Falcon in the corner means he's fast falling the ledge, and jabbing Falcon also doesn't really matter because he's going to be holding down in a way regardless. So it doesn't
Right.
actually do anything. And so it's like also shine doesn't work unless you're point blank, which isn't going to
Yeah.
be the case with down smash most of the time because of it being a
Right.
big move. And so it's like just wave shine forward smash if you think they're like holding away.
Right. Okay. That
Because
makes sense.
yeah, the thing forward smash might be slower, but there's less ultimate like lag
Yeah.
overall. So you can
Also, it
like
sends
forward
them
smash
at
again
such
or
a
up
it
smash.
sends them at a really nice angle,
Yeah,
like a really nice angle. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. If they're holding away, they just die because they're holding away on forward
Yeah.
smash. If they hold in, it's fine. It's just like a pretty
Right.
normal
For
hit.
sure.
Mm,
Yeah. Some bad movement. I don't know why I'm getting stuck in my smash or getting stuck in that shine is like I definitely won new. I mean, I don't even actually know if I was able to follow up after that shine. I actually think that like not committing to that running shine was right, or
uh,
not committing to the punish after it, even though it connected, because he like SDIs out and shields. Maybe I could have wave shine grabbed. I don't know.
um, yeah. After you miss the jump out of the shine, you're not supposed to go for the punish.
Yeah.
But I feel like you didn't. So this is the thing against Falcon where we've talked about how if you're spaced and Falcon short hops, you always can at least shield,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. With
As
shield.
yeah,
Right.
you could react with shield in like the worst case scenario. And so it's like if you jump, you lose the ability to do that, and then you
Right.
end up in situations where oh you full hop, but then you're falling into a Falcon Nair or Falcon catches you specifically out of the air with up air and stuff.
Can I
Um,
explain my like thought process here as to this? I think I full hopped away because I was really afraid of being in zone one.
mhm. But
But
you
you're right. I don't need to full hop away, or I can like I can even short hop, and this is less committal in this case,
mhm.
right?
Well, it's not even short hop. You could just dash back.
Dash back. Okay.
And you also
Right.
there's a lot of other information at hand where I think if you're being super like I guess detail oriented in the scenario, you would realize that you hit the shine and you messed up, and then you'd be able to see during this point
He
that he's
short hopped out
shielded.
of hit stun,
Yes,
right?
and by the time you're dashing back, you'd be because so what happened is during your shine and the lag of the shine, you'd see that he's shielded, which means he can't dash forward. And
Right.
then during your dash back that you did anyways, you'd see that he's jumping, right? And he's not jumping with any dash momentum, so he can't get to you. And so it's like taking all the information into account.
Yeah, I had no reason, no need to that. To me, that indicates I wasn't looking very well at this particular moment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because this is like very big advantage. If you're, I'm like spaced well. I mean, I guess the scary part here is I don't know how far he. I don't know if Falcon can drift all the way at me from here. Maybe not, right? Maybe just outside of my range, which is good, right?
I don't
I,
think he can get even remotely close. And that's
he
probably
can get
something
like
that's important to know is Falcon's exact threat range because my idea of Falcon's threat range, if he were to fully drift in, no fast fall, just do the move, he'd probably end up around right here.
right, yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
not relevant also because you were moving before him and there's all
yeah.
and it's like if he's gonna end up right here, if he's willing to be
The
in the air
only
for a
way
ton of
that's gonna
time,
happen is if I dash forward instead of dash back, right?
not
Or
even.
like
If you
wave
dash
dash
forward,
down.
you'd have to literally stand still, like
Yeah,
quite literally
okay,
stand still. Because
gotcha.
if you dash forward from the spot, you'd go past him doing this, right?
Yeah, and then right.
And if you dash
It's
back, he obviously would never be able to hit you. And so it's like it probably ends up being a misunderstanding of Falcon's actual threat range, which is super important
right.
because if Falcon can't actually hit you with aerials because of the fact that you could shield, right, as a baseline, then
Yeah.
it's like you should have an extremely strong grasp of what he can do from different aerial positions so you could play around it effectively, right?
No, I agree. I 100% agree.
You know.
I'm curious to see the rest of these interactions. If that's just like I'm like feeling it out moment, or if it keeps happening.
Mm-hmm. And then again, full hop just full hop isn't as it's not very good against
Yeah.
Falcon. Being on the
Yeah,
ground is good because Falcon can't hit you on the ground. It's hard.
right. Because well, Falcon, and once I start full hopping, if the Falcon player catches on to the timing, there are reads that like beat it, right? But they have to commit to the full hop or whatever, right?
Yeah, but if you're full hopping, then it's easy to
It's
commit
that.
to.
Yeah, just stay on the. You're right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, most issues in Falcon are fixed by just being
I
on the
start
ground.
dash dancing a lot more
Mhm.
later in the set. Yeah.
Makes sense. But I think, just as a thought before we go forward, it's important to also be dashing in the spots where you're uncomfortable. Because,
Okay.
like,
Practice
literally,
dashing when you're uncomfortable.
something I tell people a lot is that, like, against Falcon, he works differently from other characters, and every scramble, if you just hold forward on the stick, it'll probably go pretty well. Like, every single
Right.
scramble without, like,
Like his kit
discerning.
can't handle Fox holding going forward in a scramble without it being predictable. Right.
Yeah, because most things, it's not like Falcon can jump to deal with dash forward because you run under. His moves in place aren't that great. He can forward tilt, but no one's gonna forward tilt on a scramble. Jab's the real one that you have to be scared about, and that's like ends up being the
Right.
dichotomy of the mix-up where it's like you're thinking about jab or not jab, right? And so
Right.
then,
Because if they
um,
jab, you're looking to CC, but if they don't jab,
well, it's not you're not thinking about beating the jab. If you're well, so the thing is, if you're dashing forward, you're not thinking about beating jab. You're thinking about
right.
avoiding aerial and potentially getting pressure on dash back. If you're thinking about beating jab, you're probably going to use a move
Right.
because
Yeah.
that
Fair.
beats. You're going to space a move like space an up smash. You're going to wait for the jab and punish it because jab is laggy, right?
My question: if Falcon can do the like dash back, short hop, fade back bear, then it's no longer a scramble, right? It's neutral again,
that's still a scramble.
or it's still a
It
scramble.
just
Okay.
what makes it a scramble is your relative positioning and frame advantage and stuff. It's like if you're close to Falcon and the frame advantage is ambiguous, it's a scramble. You know?
Okay. Right. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Right. So we talk about the full hop.
Yeah, you also see how full or dash forward just
Yeah.
went
Yeah. And
perfectly
he
well
just
there.
like, cause like he just like, what is he? He has to read that I'm gonna dash through him, and then like choose a fade back option that's ambiguous.
No.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So dash through him more, especially if he wants to scrap, which Nick loves to scrap.
Mm-hmm. Um. Yeah.
Right. And I start dash dancing a lot more.
Yeah, but getting hit by this stairs a
Yeah.
problem. This is super
Where?
avoidable
Here.
right here after this.
Oh,
And
I
this
see.
is
Because I dash. If I just need to not dash forward during Nair 1.
well, it's more that there you didn't really make a decision. So there's the decision to dash
Right.
forward, which is fine. We already talked about that. But then also if you're going to dash back, which is totally reasonable, but you have to actually dash far enough back to get out of the
Right.
way of Nair.
Is the problem that I'm kind of dash dancing without moving my point in this particular without moving my center point in this particular situation?
Um,
Like there's just no decision being made. I'm just dash dancing in the same spot. But if I had dashed forward, like started moving forward during my dash dance a little more, would I have or back?
I guess functionally, it is that the center point of your dash dance is not in the right place, but what actually like is relevant is the fact that you did not dash out of the way of
out of the
Falcon's
way of the
most
Nair.
threatening option, right?
Right. Okay. So I need to practice dashing out of the way of Nair 1 and Nair 2 in zone 1.
Yeah.
Out of the way Nair 1 and Nair 2 in zone 1. Because I think I'm like thinking about it now, and now that you've identified that problem, I feel like that's how I lost game 5. Is that like he started figuring out that like I'm very good in zone 1, like very good in zone 1. And like started like preemptively throwing out like well timed mix ups between Nair 1 and Nair 2.
Hmm. Well, what do you mean between Nair 1 and Nair 2? Because,
Like the first hit of Nair and the second hit of Nair.
uh-huh,
Like there are two Nairs, right?
yeah.
And
But
like
I
if you're
guess
in
how
zone
is that
one,
like a mix-up, per se?
there are two different. Are they not? Aren't there? You have to react to them differently. I guess they're both. I guess it's not a mix up because they're both reactable. Yeah, I'm just not reacting to them well, so it's not a
Well, I
mix
think
up.
it's
Never
not a
mind.
mix. It's not that you can react to
Yeah.
each one individually. It's more that it is not a mix-up because if you aren't getting hit by Nair 1, then there's
You
no
aren't getting
reason to
hit by
ever get
Nair
hit by
2.
2. Yeah. And
Right.
it's like
Okay,
you
so
can get hit
that
by Nair 2 after not getting hit by Nair 1, but it should never be that way, I guess.
right. It's just like it's a game mechanic, but it really should never happen. In the same way, you should like if you get hit by the first hit of Sheik's forward smash, you should never get hit by the second hit, right?
I think it's different in, well, I mean, yes, it's the same, but what makes it relevant for Falcon is more that because we talked about the stuff with being able to shield when Falcon jumps, it's like if I guess this also goes into talking about like your fundamental like play against Falcon, and it is just that if you are because Nair one's only relevant in zone one, right? That's the only time it could hit you
Yeah,
because it can
it
hit you going
literally
up.
never works in like if he tries to do a full screen Nair 1 at you and he whiffs like and you're in zone 2, it's like, "Oh, cool." Right?
Yeah, and that's because Nair one takes enough time before Nair two to where by the time Nair two comes out, you have enough time to at least shield, right?
Right. Okay. Okay, right.
And so that means
Yeah.
it's there's no mix up really at
Yeah, it's
hand.
just I need to properly practice reacting to. I'm just not reacting to it right.
Yeah, and I think thinking of them as like two separate kind of things
No, it's the
is
same thing. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, I don't think it's like super productive because it ends up being like, oh, there's all these mix ups between like him doing late Nair 1 and Nair 2, but at the end of the day, they all function the exact same where
Yeah, they
you will
all
shield the
lead to a
Falcon
certain.
jumping or
Yeah,
get hit by the first Nair early.
yeah, they're gonna either lead to a combo or put him in disadvantage, and there's not really. It doesn't really matter which one he chooses, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess
Well, he's
like you
not
said,
choosing, he's just
there are,
Nairing.
yeah,
He's
right,
Nairing, and then both Nair 1 and 2 are happening regardless. There's no
right.
choice, you
Well,
know?
can't you just choose to nair and fast fall after the first hit?
Sure, but how is that like
Like that's not a
meaningful?
relevant
Why?
choice,
Yeah,
right?
like
You're
why
right.
is that
You're
meaningful?
just doing one instead of two, which is like why? Yeah,
Because
okay,
if you
sure.
take a step back, him doing a Nair 2 that could actually hit you means that he's doing a delayed enough jump to actually get the Nair low enough. And that means that
Right.
functionally it's the same as Falcon any other Falcon area where you press the shield button and nothing bad happens. Right? Like there's no like
Right. Yeah.
real
I
mix
need to
up.
remember I the one thing that a kind reminder you're giving me is to react to jump squat, which is I honestly didn't even think about during this set. I was just hitting him really hard,
Hmm. Yeah, I
which
mean I think it's important because Falcon's jump is one of two ways for him to hit you, technically. And
he
if you
can
let
jump
him,
at you and he can grab you.
yeah, and it's
And
like that's
that's
all you
it,
could do. And
right?
it's like, and he
But
can't
like
actually
it's
jump at you because his
yeah.
aerials are slow. But if you're letting him, then the matchup is just
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I want to see what yeah. I want to see your thoughts on like oh yeah, like what happened like once we're actually playing. Yeah, I can't do that drill from ledge, huh?
You could do the drill from ledge. You just have to play differently after it.
I
Some,
can't shine, right? Because he's SDIing it.
yeah, it's probably if you get a super juicy drill off ledge, it's best not to shine because of how much time they have to SDI.
Right.
Yeah,
There's no world where that. Yeah, yeah.
it's just probably not gonna actually work out. Not good. Uh, Full up near the platform against Falcon isn't very good. Falcon isn't gonna
Right,
like.
because he can like up air you and intercept it.
Yeah, Falcon doesn't want to be on platform against Fox. He has a lot of like. It's very difficult for him to get down. So like preempting that he's gonna go there isn't the best value if you're using something super committal, and especially
Right.
because Falcon has very easy ways to hit you from below the platform. The risk reward isn't good for you at all.
Right. It's just like yeah, because he doesn't want to be there. So why would I try to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Um.
Bad ledge grab. I kind of knew that in the moment.
Yeah, you're just being greedy.
Yeah.
You hit Falcon off stage.
I
Just
should
let
have.
him do his thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about running off.
Yeah. Because better do his thing and rinse repeat than get reversals. Yeah.
Or you can just hit him from the stage if you want to hit him. It's not like you have
Yeah.
to like.
True.
You don't have to because you tried to run off and do the thing where it's like I'm gonna shine, turn around, shine, stall, and then hit Falcon maybe, but it's like that's not good if Falcon
Yeah.
jumps on the stage either
Right.
because he goes right above your head and he pulls all it like he pulls his body up when he does his moves and you're just gonna like get hit trying to jump out of the shot. Like it doesn't actually work. So just staying
Right.
on stage is best.
And then I'm thinking, okay, I need to be on the ground, but I want to avoid him. And then I remember up air is a good move.
Yeah, but then something about your combo went wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like
Maybe I just need to up air again, right?
no.
If this one connects,
I just
no.
think you
JC up
didn't
smash.
like. Yeah, you probably up smash after the up air,
Yeah.
and
JC up smash. Yeah.
yeah, you see how you went under Falcon when he double
Yeah.
jumped
And
back.
then he just double jumps back. Yeah.
It's like you can't actually hit him from below like that. You have to just stay on stage and do it. He'll either just go past you or hit you back off stage, and it's really bad because you don't have your double jump. Nice.
We're staying alive. We're staying alive, and now we're dash dancing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you.
I got lucky. That was I got lucky there.
I
Right?
mean
Because
that
I
I
was
don't
just
know.
like,
I don't know that much about the down throw off stage mix up specifically. That's not what I've super thought about. But I don't. I think it was fine.
I want to mix up that we both weren't really both ready for. That's it.
I mean, I think it was fine. I don't think there's anything.
Yeah.
I'd have no thoughts on it.
Okay.
He
For
nair
sure.
or he need off stage and he missed and then you killed him for it, which is like exactly what should happen if he
Yeah.
misses off stage.
Facts.
But the issue here is your invincibility,
I
where
don't play it very well. Do I keep going down to one platform and down to the stage? Do I need to change that?
oh, it's more that you were out, but then you went back in and then he just hit you for it because Falcon's good at hitting people above him. Like if you
Right.
watch it, you switch sides, he up airs to the right. You should
And
just
then
run off the platform.
this is just I win neutral now.
You get to
Type
go off
thing.
the ground and you don't have to worry about an invincible guy, and then you get to
Word.
start
Okay.
playing.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I need to pay more. So okay, then let me think about it this way. I'm paying attention too much to myself during the thing and being like, okay, I gotta survive. But now that I'm okay at doing that, I gotta do it in a way where it's like, oh, well, here's an advantage state potentially for free, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
when you're playing against invincibility, you are trying to avoid them, obviously, right? And then once you realize that you have avoided them and they're in lag and they can't
Yeah.
stop you from, you know, going back to the normal game state, you have to take it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you were
you're
like,
right.
I'm
I
invincible, so I'm going to
don't.
keep jumping
I'm
around,
scared.
and then you
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
missed the reaction
Yeah.
cue.
I missed. He whiffed 2 up airs, or no, he didn't whiff 2. He whiffed an up air, but it was like a full hop up air, and it was like very apparently like free advantage state. You're right.
No.
Yeah, there. And he's just like falling. Right. Yeah. He whiffed. He tries to fast fall bear. I had 2 opportunities to try to punish him.
It's not about
Yeah,
punishing.
you're right.
He's invincible. It's
Or
about
no,
getting
just
out.
yeah. Getting
When
right.
you are invincible, you're not thinking about punishing. You're thinking about
Not
getting out.
punish. Sorry, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm yeah. I probably could have comboed off of that bear, but I just didn't.
I don't know. But probably like maybe technically, but I don't really think.
Not worth it. Like,
Well, it's not like it's not worth it. It's just like,
that's an up smash for sure, right? That doesn't kill though, is the problem. Yeah.
well, the thing is, what makes that situation different is you did not know that he was going to be not shielding by the time your bear hit, and so you're thinking about defending potentially, and it's okay because there's just no way to tell, and
Yeah.
you see him shielding. It's like
Yeah.
sure you could have been like, oh, realize he's shielding, I guess by this point, but you also can't necessarily tell where he's going. And it's like I'm not,
Right.
I don't care. It's fine if you don't
Yeah,
punish
yeah,
off.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like it's
It
you
worked
up
out.
smash him in neutral. It's like you hit him in this super unclear situation, and it's like I don't. You just need to play the position better, but then you messed
Yeah.
up afterward, which isn't good.
That should have been dash attack first, huh? Instead of going for the raw up smash.
Um,
Let's see. Dash attack first, right?
I don't think dash attack's
Or
that great, but
grab.
I would probably if you're. So the thing is, you just read tech in place, right? And so it's like if
Yeah.
I'm going to read tech in place, I would just like nair him and hit him off stage because up smash wouldn't
For
kill,
sure.
and grab doesn't really do anything from this
Do
spacing.
anything. Yep.
And
Just
so it's
nair
like
him.
I would
Yeah,
just
okay.
nair him and just hit him off, and he'd
Yeah.
probably die from an edge guard. Oh, bad shine. Shining in scrambles against Falcon's a big no-no. You should almost never do it.
Okay, don't shine in scrambles. Heard.
Hmm.
After the second one, was I supposed to short hop up air
Um,
to or up tilt?
I
This
think
is
you have
up
to
tilt,
dash
right?
attack.
Dash attack. Okay.
Yeah, if you look at
Interesting.
where he's at, I think he's a bit too far to up tilt.
To dash attack because he missed. You think he's gonna miss attack again, or
Uh,
tech in place, or
I would just say dash attack because it hits him, and whether he techs or not, you get to tech chase.
right? Okay, sure, sure, sure.
Assuming it knocks down that 40, which I'm pretty sure
Right.
it does. Yeah, I could check right now. I'll do that. If it doesn't knock down, then there's a different way to play the situation. Attacker Fox. Dash attack. Clean. Captain Falcon.
Falcon below Popo.
Yeah, see, it does knock down. And so then if it doesn't knock down, then that just means that you have to pick between playing passively after the sub smash and dash dancing and pressuring, like if he
Or
does fall
read
to the
double
ground,
jump.
or read double jump. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Read. That's like another Sheik combo route too, right?
Yeah,
Where you. Yeah.
kind of. Yeah. Oh, also same thing with invincibility, where
Yeah.
I think you're not paying close enough attention to him, so
Not.
you move into him, but you were kind of out. Like if we watch it, you go over, he picks that side, just keep going into the corner because he can't actually chase you there.
Right.
But then you try and go back in, and it's like of course he's just
He's
mashing a random move,
yeah.
but like
Right.
you can't like this isn't like he didn't outplay you. He just picked a random button and pressed it
Right.
because he's just like kind of mashing, and you ended up somehow teleporting into it, and that's like a pretty big mistake because of that.
Yeah, that's big no no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, focus on getting the hit after they whiff their invincibility is what I said. Or getting away.
Yeah,
Just focus on
probably not a good there. Also, not a good shine. So
yeah. So
that nair's fine. I don't really have any thoughts, but that nair's not great because he's just
holding
dash
down.
dancing.
Oh.
He's just dash dancing. You know what? You can't be like I'm gonna nair and then like nair super far back and like
Yeah.
think it'll do well against someone dash. That's exactly why they're dash dancing. You know?
Yeah. Right.
And then here going off is always bad because if you instant double jump, it's the same exact situation where he goes above
Right.
your head. So you just need to like you could like dash back shield and then back air instant double
Dash
jump.
back shield. Okay. Right,
Um,
because that if you expect them to do the double jump.
Yeah,
'Cause
and then
they get punished because they use their double jump and get hit and are DIing away or whatever.
And then if they decide to drop low like this and you're holding shield, you just get to like jump back to ledge or wave dash back to ledge and shine.
For sure.
Nice. Going to platform is probably not the best, just because it's really easy for Falcon to hit you like from
Right,
that
the up
angle.
air.
Yeah, up air and there just works super well from the platform height angle specifically.
Gotta think about up air and nair more.
Oh. It's like the shield was great, but then you got to wave dash down
Yeah,
or
wave
something
dash
like that.
down or wave dash forward, maybe.
Probably not there,
No, okay.
because he's spacing on your shield, and so he's probably covering that spot in front of you already. Like if you
Right.
look at where he's
But wave
at.
dash down is good.
Yeah,
Or wave dash to ledge.
wave dash ledge is fine. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Uh oh. That's not. Oh my god, you lived, and then you jumped in the slot. Uh oh. Yeah, you want the up smash too bad.
Yeah, I gotta chill.
Yeah, you don't need the up smash to kill Falcon, so it's
Yeah.
like probably not like it's super easy to back air, but then he's just guaranteed
Yeah.
lose. So leaning into up smash isn't good. Nice.
I got lucky.
I don't know. I think in this match when you were close to him, it was pretty good and you pressured him well, and that's where most of your value came from. But I think when you're further away from him, you weren't super. You didn't have a super great idea of what you wanted to do,
So
which
I
makes
need
sense.
to play like zone 2, 3, 4 needs work is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think
Zone work, yeah.
I think you need to be more diligent about picking whether you want to be really close to Falcon or really far, and then also being like something that is important about the Falcon matchup is generally Falcon should always be the person making the first decision,
Right.
and you get to like respond afterward because Falcon
Right, he's
isn't.
faster, right?
It's more that Falcon isn't good once he's made like once he's made a decision. It's not easy for him to like make up
Right.
for it because it's like, oh, what's he gonna do? Nair shine? No, he's not. He doesn't have like
everything's a commitment is what you're getting at.
yeah. It's not like he could do
Yeah.
Nair Sheik forward tilt or Marth Nair dash back. It's like no, he's way more committal when he does anything, and so it's like forcing him, not forcing him to do that, but letting him do that is pretty important.
Right.
And I think a lot of the times when you guys are further away, you were way more willing to just like kind of nair forward. And he lets you, but I don't think many other Falcons will let you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I haven't been watching in full screen this whole time. What the heck?
Yeah, I'm dash dancing too. I choose to he like hits me and then I'm like, oh shit, let me back up. But really, I should be still like trying to stay in closer to zone 1.
Well, I think the issue with this is the fact that it's what we talked about, what we just talked about, where it's like you tried to make the decision first, and
Right.
you're like, I'm gonna run across the stage, but it's like, no, that's not your job.
Don't
That's Falcon's job.
try to make the first decision. This is where Falcon is strongest. Because if you make the first choice, then he doesn't have to commit first. Which he's kind of preying on.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm.
Yeah, I dashed way too far forward. I gotta stop shooting the lasers. There's no point. I shot one. Mm.
That worked out.
Hey, I gotta stop going to the platform. So, do you think ledge is better? Just ledge refresh.
Well, I never said anything about going to the platform specifically.
Platforms are good. Platforms are good, but I just gotta not. I gotta like get back to the ground in after the invincibility, right?
I think you just need to be more diligent about like checking when you
Diligent.
actually like are out, because the
Checking.
thing with
Yeah.
invincibility is invincibility is scary because they're pressuring me and I don't have any way to stop them directly because um
Pressure.
they're
Okay.
literally invincible.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
But
in. Yeah.
the thing about that is you can at least avoid them to the point where they cannot like immediately hit you, with their invincibility. And I
Right.
think here you go up, which is fine, but then and you get out and he's jumping in center stage, which is something you could have seen. But then you decide to go back to a spot where he could directly hit you. Like he could always just double jump up there.
Double jump up there.
And
Yeah.
there's nothing
Because.
you'll do about that because you're quite literally invincible. Or he's quite
Right.
literally invincible. It's like, okay,
So.
well,
So what do you think? Maybe backflip to ledge.
you can just go
Backflip.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah.
It doesn't need to be complicated. You just need to not be in a spot where you could get hit. And by going down when he's jumping in center stage, he just can't hit you. There's no button he could press that'll reach you. You could press every single button on the controller, and none of them will do
Right.
anything to you,
Nothing.
right?
Yeah. Right. But instead, yeah. Okay, for sure.
No shield.
Bad drill.
Oh, instead of the
Just
back air, you
too many
probably should up
buttons.
air. You,
Oh, okay, for sure.
you're too worried about
Up
going
air,
super
up air.
fast. It's like you get this up tilt.
Up tilt. This is definitely an up air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just get to short hop up air. But
Short hop up air, and then I get another one. But instead, I back air. Which, yeah, you're right.
um, something that keeps happening too is you're super keen on like I'm gonna use aerials in place to hit run up grab, but it's like the thing about that is it's a read and you don't really get to know what's going on and it is risky in a way where if he doesn't just run up grab, you're now in a pretty fucky spot.
Yeah, I'm
And it's
lagged.
like you have the option to interact with grab in a more varied like ways. Like you could always full hop in place, which is a different kind of full hop from other full hops against Falcon because it's actually hard to hit compared to full hop forward where you're closing the space for him, right?
Right. Well, if
Or
I
you could
full
dash
hop
back
forward,
further.
then he can set up his own drift pretty reliably. But if I do it in place, in order to cover full hop in place, he has to do his own full hop preemptively and then drift pretty far forward, right?
Well, he could. It's just that when you full hop in place, Falcon has to make a more explicit read to hit it with like short hop, aerials and all that stuff. And there's variants in that with you double jumping or fast falling or whatever that make it where he can't hit that easily. But if you're jumping towards him, you remove most of the variables that were problematic for him, and now he just has to do something in place, and it'll automatically hit because you're closing the spacing for him.
That makes sense.
And so both full hop in place and dash back. Um, just I guess it all comes full circle where it's like against Falcon, he can't easily hit you because his jumps are too slow, right? And so then it's like, what does that mean for you? It means you are playing in a way, or at least your goal is to play in a way.
This means your goal. Keep going.
Your goal is to plan a way to make Falcon have to actually work for his openings, right? And so then if you do things preemptively, you're essentially intentionally or not, giving him an opportunity to interact with you, which is
Right.
not what you want to do. But
Thanks, preem. You are giving opportunity to interact with you early, right? Is that
it's just he gets to play an interaction with you at all.
which is not what which is what not what you want.
You do not want to let if Falcon just can't interact with you, you don't want to let him do that. You know.
If Falcon can't interact with you, good. Good. Try to keep it that way is what you're getting at, right?
Yeah, and there's going to be times where you have to preemptively hit
Uh,
grab because you're so
there
close.
there
But
will be times where you will have to, but that's like basically only in zone 1, right?
yeah,
Where you have to preemptively nair or aerial in general. Let's not even preemptively aerial, but that only occurs in zone 1 when but that's only when you're respecting unreactable run up grab, right?
yes, that's only when it's
When
unreactable.
yeah, when you are respecting unreactable run up grab. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's
yeah.
super important because it's avoidable, and you know,
Mm.
bad up smash. Pretty sure. Let me check the exact percent again.
Do I just get lucky and he does an ASDI down this one? Yeah,
Yeah,
that looks right. Yeah,
yeah,
he definitely.
13% he could have
What am I again?
forward throw.
Grab or forward throw. Yeah, yeah. Let me write that down. Wave shine forward throw near the ledge when up smash slash grab don't work like under 40.
718 is when up smash starts working.
Like under like
Just
yeah
18%. If you up smash him at 18%, he can't tech with SDI down.
percent. Okay, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, so I if I had wave shine, I mean I got lucky, but it shouldn't have worked.
Uh,
And even then, it didn't give me the full value that a forward throw might have gotten me. Right?
yeah,
Definitely, because he's holding up in. I guess he's doing neutral DI and up, right?
I don't know. I'm not really thinking about the DI
Uh,
because it doesn't really matter. It's just like it's a good mix up regardless.
Word. Do you think I run too far forward here? I feel like this full dash forward, even before the drill, is like kind of bad.
Um, I think
Right? I
it's.
just like
I think it's
okay,
fine because
okay,
within context, he just whiffed a stomp, right? And if he did do
right,
something forward, you'd run under him. You have to think about the initial spacing. The initial
right. I'm
spacing
not. Yeah.
is you were extremely close, and then you did a dash back stomp that whiffed, and you were still right in front of him. It's like I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sure.
Jumping and scrambles not very good. Definitely don't need to
Uh.
roll.
Yeah. Don't jump in scrambles. Word. Okay.
Yeah, probably not a good up smash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, you should grab with punish that instead of
With
naring.
punish, grab with punish, grab with grab.
At least at this percent, yes.
With punish, grab
Or with
with
up smash, but either.
with
It's just don't nair because nair gets CC'd.
with your own grab. Uh, try this instead of with punishing. with Nair and getting CC grabbed.
No.
Okay.
Oh, bad
No.
timing. You have to do it later.
How much later?
Um, well, at least here it looked like you were trying to hit him going upward, but you have to hit him falling.
Roll.
Yeah. You see how it looked like you tried to hit him going up, but
Oh, I see. I have to wait till after the apex. Okay, I didn't even know that. I had no clue that you wait till after the apex of Falcons up the to charge, smash, attack, if you plan to kill that way.
yeah.
That's way more reliable. I didn't even know you could do that. I always just
Yeah, you just have to time it to where it hits.
yeah. I just didn't know that the timing was the apex. Yeah, see if I had if I had just charged it for like a couple seconds, right?
Hmm. Yeah, you just have the pattern of going from top
Uh
down, back up to top, and I think you need to be a bit more deliberate about
be
your
more
invincibility
deliberate about
patterns.
it. Okay, yeah. Be more deliberate, especially with changing invincibility patterns.
Yeah.
Uh invincibility patterns. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Hmm. Here's another spot where you could pick a different move to whiff punish instead of using Nair.
Instead of Nair, yeah.
Yeah. Right here, he whiffs this Nair, and you whiff punch with Nair.
And yeah, but that could have gotten CC grabbed if he was more prepared, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. So maybe if I whiff punish with up air there,
I would grab.
is that too hard?
I don't think up air would ever actually whiff punish. It's just not possible.
Okay. So whiff punish, yeah, grab. Okay. Try to. I need to dash dance grab more.
Yeah, dash on grab's really good with Fox.
Yeah.
Here's a spot where you try and interact first. Well, actually, there's something happened before this where Falcon's options are cut off because he's shielding and he jumps. You should have the exact point where full drift forward Nair could hit and be spacing around that always, no matter what. Right?
Right.
And
So
then
and that's
here,
yeah.
you see
But
how
I
that doesn't
it's
happen?
yeah.
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 You need to
Yeah.
always, no matter what you're looking for, you could be looking for the fastest Nair known to mankind, and you still have to space around that Nair. Because it just isn't like that Nair, him doing that isn't like actually a mix up. Like it's not
Always
relevant.
have to space around this Nair as it is always reactable and hence never a mix up.
Here's you Nairing first.
Right.
And it's just like things go wrong when you act first. And you might die for it. You do die for it.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe he drops a such card. Oh, he doesn't. You probably seem to grab Falcon in general more. Because he's just spent a
Yeah.
lot of time spamming shield, and you've nared his shield like every single
Yeah.
time. And it's like,
Okay.
you could just grab him.
Grab in particular Nick more, but I mean I guess in general.
Or it's just, if you see
Grab
people shielding, you grab, because grab beats
if
shield.
you see people grabbing shielding, grab them. I'm gonna put for fuck's sake. Don't don't nair the shield. Okay.
Uh-oh. Nice. Grabbing ledge isn't very good there. It's just limited. Um, if you stayed on stage after the shine, like if you double jumped and then landed here,
And down smash or something like
well,
that.
it's you just have an easier time aiming your back
Right.
air and stuff.
Right, because it's not like it's Fox where when you grab the ledge, you need to do the like you cover. You have to cover multiple angles. It's pretty predictable. Is that your idea? Like you don't lose a mix up and die for trying to edge guard Falcon like you do with Fox.
Um, kinda. It's just mostly that. I mean, the way they recover is different, and Falcon
Right.
from ledge, generally edge guarding Falcon is the way that you should think about it is invincibility is less relevant because it's not like
Right.
he's a moving hitbox. Technically, he does have one, but it's pretty avoidable. And
But
the
the big
fact
threat
that you
is the
need
grab box, right?
well, that is the hitbox, but regardless,
Yeah.
it's just more that you don't actually need invincibility, and you need flexibility,
Yeah.
right? You need a bunch of different things you could do just for like the small variances in how he up Bs compared to Fox, to where invincibility makes it to where you don't need variability, right? And so that's why you
Yeah.
grab Ledge against Fox, because if you're invincible, it doesn't matter what the fuck Fox does with his up B, you're gonna hit it because you're invincible, right?
Right.
That is the difference. So with
Yeah.
Falcon,
Word.
having flexibility is important, and it would have
Be
changed here.
flexible. Be flexible in or make sure the options you have while edge guarding Falcon are flexible.
Yeah,
You have while guarding Falcon are flexible. Uh, because of the way he recovers. Having invincibility means significantly less than, for example, a character like Fox.
yeah,
Having invincibility means less versus, for example, Fox. So be ready. So just be actionable and like being actionable first, right?
yeah. Being actionable is
Be
good.
be actionable above all.
Yep.
Above
Yeah, that you tried to
I'm
jump.
in W mode. I need to get out of W mode, man.
No. Nice, you spaced around it. But then you didn't you
Yeah.
tried to punch him with Nair. But if you grabbed it
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
just
So
hit.
I am spacing around the Nair sometimes, but I just gotta practice dash dance grabbing it. Practice dash dance grabbing it Nair 1 and 2 as well. Practice dash dance grabbing Nair 1 or Nair 2 along. Okay. Yep, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Stop with punishing with Nair at low percent, at all percents, honestly, right?
Well, the higher the percent, the better it becomes. Because
Yeah.
the higher
Stop
percent, the
at
worse grab gets.
mid percent, I'll say.
Just C. It's more just like CC percent.
At CC percent. Yeah, 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 totally.
Also,
For
just
sure.
as an idea, whiff punishing with Nair is a lot harder than whiff punishing with grab. So that's something to
With
keep in mind.
punishing. Noted.
Okay. Uh oh. Do you lose off that? That's not good.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big mistake. I feel like this whole time, whole last stock, you were just super eager to hit him, which
Yeah.
you don't need to be because Falcon should be the one that's scared because he's the
Right.
one that
I
struggles
shouldn't
to hit
need to
you.
take initiative here, right?
Yeah, Falcon
Right.
struggles to hit you, so you should be like, oh, I'm chilling, nothing bad could happen to me, you know. But Falcon should be shitting himself. But you like are going in, which is letting him like actually play out interaction, so you could like
Right.
have a
I shouldn't
potential.
need, yeah. Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, and then Yeah, going up
I
with the
should think
Bears is
about
like
Falcon like fast puff.
kind of. I mean, maybe if that helps you.
Yeah. Like if I'm actively interacting, it's probably bad news.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Beckers are greedy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you probably should have won that game too,
Yeah.
honestly.
And then I get 3 stocked on FD, and then I shit on him on FD, and then game 5 is back on Battlefield. I think
Damn.
FD I feel pretty good about. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I think FD it
You up
removes.
air them.
Yeah, I mean, you just hit Falcon and he dies, and avoiding Falcon's a lot easier because it's so big. So I think that
Yeah.
makes sense. Um,
I kind of want to see what happens in game 5, like the last couple of stocks at game 5, just because that's what. Oh,
you could watch it
yeah.
quickly.
It's the next game. Yeah, yeah. Here,
You know, I won't pause or anything since we're about getting
no
the
worries.
time,
Yeah,
but I'll comment. Yeah, the same there's. Um, Probably grab with punish stomp.
yeah. See, these nairs
Yeah.
really fucked me up, but that's because I just, like you said, I'm not avoiding nairs that are mandatory to avoid.
Uh, well, it's because you're attacking first. That's why
Right.
you got hit by that there. It's because you're attacking
Okay.
first. That whole time was just
So
you
if I
kind of
stop
going first
attacking
and
first,
losing.
yeah.
And then there'd be downtime where you wouldn't attack first, and then you'd eventually decide, okay, long enough has happened, time to nair. But like, you don't need to worry about that. That was better invincibility.
There it is
You attacked
again.
first and got stomped.
Yeah.
Bad spacing. You shined in scrambles, which is a no-no. You didn't know that he could double jump. You rolled in
Yeah.
again, attack first. Yeah, I mean it's just like the same issues.
Right. Word. Okay. Yeah. That's all I need to hear. If I'm sure the first couple of interactions are the same, and it's going to be evident for the rest. So
Yeah, that's kind of how melee is. Yeah, miss space around the nair. I wish you played more scrambles after you crossed him up on his shield. Every time you
play more
cross his shield up,
scrambles. Okay.
every time you cross his shield up, you always just attack instantly instead of like dash dancing.
Play
You dash
more
forward there,
scram
which is really good, and it worked perfectly.
out of when crossing up their shield.
No, yeah, I don't know. That game went by really fast, but it's just because literally you would come down from a really like platform and then be like, all right, time to attack Falcon, and then you'd attack him a bunch, and then one thing would go wrong while you're attacking him, and it's like, yeah, that kind of happens. You didn't
Yeah,
really need
and
to.
that happened all because I initiated first. Okay,
No.
for sure. All right, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, I appreciate the lessons, man. It's been a ride, man.
Yeah, you've gotten a lot better.
Yeah, it's been yeah. And I think I'm gonna find another coach, but I mean, it's sad to see you go. I understand.
Hmm.
It'd be cool if you came back at some point, but no pressure.
I mean, I could, but I
Like
not
taking
really
a
have.
break from things. Yeah, if you're not enjoying yourself, I understand.
No, I mean, I think coaching's cool. It's just that I think if I were to leave and come back, it's not like the whole thing with coaching is you're part of the scene and people know about you because you're in the scene and
Yeah,
stuff. But it's like I don't plan on entering any tournaments again in my entire life. I don't really care
word,
about being a part of the scene or anything. Maybe I'll go to some tournaments, but
word.
that'll never happen. And so it's like I wouldn't ever actually have a real student base and stuff. And I mean that's an issue that I've been having now, where it's like, oh, because I wasn't playing when I first started teaching, blah blah blah. I had like a smaller student base, which is fine, but it just isn't ever going to go anywhere because I'm not actively in the scene. I just know a lot of things
Word,
about Smash
yeah.
Bros.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
I understand.
that's kind of how it goes. I mean, it was cool. I enjoyed
Yeah,
teaching,
I
and it was a good time.
I got a lot better. You're that's facts. So I'm gonna I'll do my best to make you proud, man. You'll see me on the big stage one day, man.
Hell yeah,
One day. We'll
yeah.
keep at it.
And regardless, you could still always ask me
Yeah,
questions and stuff.
I'll come. Yeah, I'll DM you from time to time.
Yeah, sounds good.
If not questions, just to check in, man.
All right, for sure. Well, have
All
a good
right.
rest of your weekend. I guess
Yeah, man.
the start of your weekend. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. Fuck, holy shit.
Sheesh.
All All right, man.
All right, I'll
Take
talk to
it
you
easy.
later. You too.
See ya.